Hello and welcome to a new PSI Gamer video. Today, as you can probably tell from the title, I am attempting the ultimate Rimworld challenge. I am going to do a naked brutality start with Randy Random on the hardest difficulty in the game, on the ice sheet. As you can see here, we have our protagonist of the series. His name is Shepard. You can probably tell that I optimized his stats a bit in order to make this series possible. I made sure to go high mining and building so that we can get our shelter set up very quickly. And I gave him the Cannibal trait. Yeah, the Cannibal trait isn't absolutely necessary. You can win without it, but it's very luck dependent. You have to rely on cargo drops and stuff, so I gave him the Cannibal trait just to be safe. Now you can see that we are starting off, and if we quickly look at the map, we can see where we will be setting up our home. There's a steam geyser towards the north of the map. It's very well protected, and there are two different steel veins not very far away from it. As you might be able to guess, time is of the essence on the first day of this challenge. Shepard needs to get shelter immediately, or he will die of hypothermia. So as soon as Shepard is released from his drop pod, he will immediately run to the north and start digging for steel. After he gets a small amount of steel, he will run back and build some walls and a door around the steam geyser that I mentioned previously. The geyser will heat the room and stop Shepard from dying. The next thing that we absolutely need is food. Shepard sees a snow hare on his way to get more steel, and he beats it to death with his fists. He receives minor injuries, but he also received his first meal. He then goes to finish building his house. At this point, he botches constructing a door, which means he has to put up a wall instead because he does not have time to go get more resources without getting hypothermia. Shepard stays in his house until he is sufficiently warmed up, and then he opens up the wall. He spots another snow hare outside of his house, so he quickly runs towards it and engages it in combat. He quickly wins the fight and obtains another meal. Shepard then mines some more steel, and after 2 more attempts, he successfully builds a door to his house. He then eats the raw corpse of a snow hare for his dinner, and then goes to sleep on the floor in his house. I also make sure to hold the door open, because otherwise it can get too hot inside the house. Shepard then wakes up the next morning and proceeds to kill another snow hare in order to get himself some more food. He then spends the rest of the day mining for steel, and using the steel to build himself a table, a bed, and a stool to make his Arctic shack feel more like a home. The next day, tragedy strikes as Shepard starts to feel sick from the flu. Since we have no medicine, this could be very dangerous. He spends the rest of the morning resting after eating a snow hare for breakfast, and then we get our first traders of the series. Shepard's has no money and nothing that he can trade with these people, but there is a different way that he can profit from these guys. As soon as one of the unsuspecting traders enters Shepard's house to eat their food, he walls them into the house. Then over the course of the next few hours, he repairs all the walls while his victim tries to claw her way out. Before long, she has died from the heat stroke because the steam geyser makes the room really hot. Shepard then strips her of her clothing and takes her pila, giving him his first weapon and a small amount of protection from the cold. After getting himself dressed, he then eats directly from the corpse of his victim, which is the first thing that really makes him happy on the ice sheet. Shepard then spends the next 2 days resting, and after a very intense moment where he almost dies, he manages to survive the flu. After that, a pack of terriers decide to come live with him, but he does not want to feed them, so they all go to the slaughter, except for one, which is immediately killed by an Arctic fox. Shepard throws his pila at the fox until it starts bleeding out, and then he goes to slaughter the remaining dogs. Shepard then talks to the person visiting the colony and sells them the remaining pemmican that the traders dropped in exchange for a single unit of herbal medicine. It may not seem like much, but it might just be able to save his life if he gets sick again. He then builds a roof over his stockpile to avoid item deterioration and goes to bed for the night. Unfortunately, since it is summer in the ice sheet right now, it is sometimes above freezing temperatures, and the following morning, Shepard wakes up and notices that his human corpse that he's been enjoying eating has spoiled. To keep everything clean, he does the right thing and digs a grave for her and buries her outside his house. He then proceeds to dig a small tunnel through the hills surrounding his house so that he can hunt a snow hare that has entered the map. We may have a lot of dog meat, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't get more food. Before he has prepared a table for sewing, however, a caravan of slavers shows up at Shepard's house, and now it is his time to shine. He misses his first opportunity, but the second time someone enters his room to eat their food, he walls them in and waits for them to die of heat stroke. This time, the victim of Shepard's trap has much higher quality gear. Once they have passed out from the heat stroke, Shepard manages to gather some pants, an extra shirt, a warm Megasloth wool parka, a steel helmet for head protection, a flak vest to stop bullets, and he also gets a good quality bolt-action rifle, which is a major upgrade over his Pila in terms of firepower. Most importantly, he also gets some more human meat to dine upon. Speaking of human meat, we have just encountered our first raid, so this will be a good time to try out our new bolt-action rifle. Because the raider has a peg leg and Shepard is a fast walker, he is never in any significant danger, and after some time, the raider falls to his rifle fire. And with the raider defeated, another set of traitors shows up to do business with Shepard. And like usual, one of them is not going to make it out alive. Even though Shepard is really tired and would like to go to bed, he needs to get as much food as he can, so he will spend the night trapping an unsuspecting traitor in his geyser-heated house. And of course, he will still not get to go to bed yet, because a pair of rabid man-hunting ducks have arrived nearby and are approaching Shepard's house, so we will see him use his new gun to eliminate this threat. After a very quick battle, the ducks are defeated and Shepard can take some well-earned rest. And it is at this point where I'm going to end the first video of this series. Shepard has made some serious progress from where he started and has quite a bit of food saved up. Hopefully in future episodes he can finish some research and build some more defenses. And with all that being said, be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed watching, and consider subscribing if you like my Rimworld content. I'm also open to suggestions about what to do in the future, so if there's something you want to see me try on this channel, let me know in the comment section. In the meantime, I thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.